Hello everybody, it's Kyla here, and today I'd like to do a video about my favourite movies, because I love movies, who doesn't? So, but before I start, I'd like to tell you about another idea that I had. I'd quite like to do this video again, film it again, but in Spanish, I think, because my mum is Spanish, and well, she was born in London, but her parents are Spanish and she can speak Spanish. And when I was a wee lass, I used to speak Spanish to my mum for sometimes, but now I've kind of like forgotten most of it because I haven't spoken it in years. But I think I can give it a go, and I probably won't do it again if I do it terribly, but you never know, you know. So fingers crossed for that one. Okay, let's just get started. The first one I've got here today for you is a zombie movie and a comedy. It's Shaun of the Dead, and I believe it's a Mickey take on the horror film Dawn of the Dead, which is obviously about zombies. It stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, both very good actors, as I've probably said in my other video. Simon Pegg is one of my favourite actors of all time. This movie is brilliant, and if you haven't seen it, I'm going to be disappointed in you, because you just need to watch it, because it's a great, brilliant British movie that everyone should see. Unless you're too young, then don't see it. But if you're like 13, I suppose you could persuade your parents to let you watch it. But, you know, whatever. I love this movie so much. It's so funny. I laugh every time, even though I know like the jokes in it and everything. I laugh every time. Oh, it's so funny. Okay, turn it over. We've got the back. There's, what am I doing? There. It's Simon Pegg, who plays Shaun, the character Shaun. And here we've got his girlfriend, Liz. Okay, and it's just about, obviously it's a zombie apocalypse movie, and it's just about Shaun and all of his mates and family trying to get away from it, trying to get through it, basically. And it's very funny. You should definitely watch it. I actually got this movie quite cheap, I think, because I bought it, I don't know, not a long time ago, maybe a year ago, maybe more, but not very long ago, and I believe it's I think that says 2004 movie, but I don't know, because I thought it was older than that, but I got it for about £4, I think, maybe less, because it's an old film now. Nobody really wants to buy it anymore, which is sad, because it's a brilliant film. Everybody should want to watch it once in a while. But that's that. The next movie I've got is another horror movie. Well, Shaun of the Dead wasn't really a horror movie, was it? Oh well. It's a horror movie, obviously. And it's Orphan. And this was probably the first evil child movie I saw, because I wasn't really into like The Omen and other movies like that with evil children in them. I wasn't really into that. So, but I thought this would be a good movie to watch because it had good reviews from what I saw. Like good. Everybody said it was a good movie. I was actually the first of my friends to suggest this movie, like to even mention it, because nobody actually knew about it. I remember like one day I bought it and I didn't watch it, and I went to my mates. I went, "Do you want to come round to mine and we'll watch a new horror movie that I bought?" Well, it's not new, but you know, I bought it. And they're like, "Aye, what is it?" And I'm like, "It's Orphan." Like, "What's that?" I'm thinking, oh, for God's sake, have you not seen the trailer? No, of course they haven't. I really like the character in it. Esther, her name is, which is a really pretty name. I quite like that name. It says here there's something wrong with Esther. You'll never guess her secret, which is true most of the time, actually, because I had a hard time trying to guess what her secret was. I did not get it. I mean, like, I got it, I understood it, but I didn't guess. But, you know, obviously it's about an orphan girl who gets adopted by this family, and they adopt her because they think she's cute, she's pretty, and she's a wee outcast, and they feel sorry for her, and she's lovely and all that, and she's from Russia, and she's so cool. No. Personally, I would not go for her. I'd go for one of the normal children running around. But no, they go for her. Big mistake, big mistake. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you why it was a big mistake, but you can kind of guess what happens just by looking at the cover. Isabel Fuhrman is a brilliant actress. I think she was definitely the perfect person for this role, honestly. I think she's wonderful. She's so pretty as well. And the stare that she does in the movie, it freaks me out all the time. Oh, she scares me. But she's very cute. I like the bows in her hair. Wish I had hair like that. Okay, I've got another horror movie. You can kind of tell that I like horrors, but it does stop after a while. This is Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, which is a Tim Burton movie, and it stars Johnny Depp, who is a beautiful man. You can't deny it, he's a beautiful man. I like that. A bleeding masterpiece. It's brilliant. I remember I watched this ages ago. It was on the telly. I think, hey, that's what it was. It was on the telly, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love this movie." I kind of remember when it came out, but I'm not going to check because I'll probably get it wrong. But it's got so many of my favourite actors and actresses in it. It's got Johnny Depp, obviously. Helena Bonham Carter's in it. What's his name? No, what's his name? Forgot. Wait for it. I'll get it. I will get it. Oh, Sacha Baron Cohen, that's it. Aye. That's the one. I did not look. I can't believe I forgot his name. Sorry about my fridge. He plays Signor Pirelli, doesn't he? Oh, I love Sacha Baron Cohen. He's so funny. So this movie is just about a barber who goes back to London where he once lived for reasons that I'm not going to tell you about because you'll have to watch the movie. And he goes back to try and find his family, but unfortunately they're not there, and his house that he once lived in is now a pie shop, and the pies in it are absolutely vile. Okay, the Mrs. Lovett, who is Helena Bonham Carter, makes these vile pies, so in the end they decide to do something different. They come up with a plan for him to get his revenge on certain people, and for Mrs. Lovett to get more customers and more money. And I'm not going to tell you what they do, but it's pretty disgusting. I quite like the way this movie is done, because obviously it's a Tim Burton movie, so I'm going to love it. I love Tim Burton movies. I like how it's sort of like filmed in sort of black and white, I want to say, but it's not quite black and white. The blood in it is very red, so it's not very like realistic, I thought, but I think that might be part of, like, I thought that's what Tim Burton was trying to go for there. But you know, it's his idea. Well, not his film idea, but it's good. It's a good filter thing. What else was I going to say about? Oh yeah. Oh, it's a musical. That's what it was. Yeah. I. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of musicals, but when it came to this movie, I made an exception. I thought the songs in it were brilliant. So there you go. You should definitely check that one out. I think I'm going to just... Oh, maybe I'll show you that one later. I'll show you this one now because... Okay. Here we've got... Obviously not a horror movie, if you haven't guessed already. It's Submarine. And it stars Craig Roberts, another one of my favourite actors. I remember watching him in like wee programmes I used to watch when I was a wee lass, like Tracy Beaker and that. Do you remember that? It's a comedy, I already said that. And it's about this socially awkward lad who falls in love with another socially awkward-ish girl. And it's about him mainly trying to get to have sex with her, which is kind of funny. And because they're so awkward, it's just hilarious. And he has got like no idea what to do with a girlfriend. You know what I mean? So there are lots of Welsh accents in this movie. I believe it is filmed in Wales, and he is Welsh actually, so you know, I love Craig Roberts, he's beautiful. I remember seeing him in something else as well actually, but I can't remember. I'll tell you later maybe. But it's very funny, I laughed a lot. Actually, when I saw this movie with my friend, she didn't like it. She thought there was no point to it, but I really liked it. I thought it was great. Also, this one, like the wee cover, you see, which got me very excited because I love those sorts of things. Because I'm weird like that. It's actually a creep there. Oh dear. But it's not like a 3D case, it's like a card. Okay, and here I've got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is one of the greatest movies of all time. You have to see this movie. I don't care if it's 18, you have to watch it because it's great. If any of you aren't 18, you'll just have to persuade your parents or something to let you watch this movie because you can't wait till you're 18, can you, to watch this? For God's sake. Oh, I believe it's only an 18 because of the language that's used and because of some violence in it. It's about an insane asylum, and this man, Mr. McMurphy, goes to the asylum because they believe that he might be insane. And, but they want to know if he's just putting it on or he's actually insane. So he goes there, and everybody there is already like really depressed and sad because they're insane and they're stuck in there, but he makes them all happy and he makes them have a good time, and it just makes you feel so nice because it's such a powerful movie, you know what I mean? And plus it's Jack Nicholson, who should just marry me because he's gorgeous and he's amazing. Well, you know, And apparently there were rumours about him being retired. I don't think that's happened. Because he keeps forgetting his lines or something like that. Ridiculous. He's not going to retire, look at him. Obviously he's older now, but you know. This movie is the only movie that's ever made me cry. And I cry every time I watch it. It's so sad. You're going to cry so much. She's a horrible cow. I hate her so much. I want to murder her. I don't like her. Nurse Ratched, her name is. And she's evil. Everybody who's seen this film hates her, basically. She's just nasty. She's one of those characters that you'll hate forever. But yeah, this is a brilliant film, and you should definitely go rent it, go watch it, go buy it. It's brilliant. You will not regret it. Okay. Here I've got another horror movie. Surprise, surprise. And it's Mama. It's quite new. I bought it the day it came out because I saw it at the cinema, which I don't tend to do. I tend to just go out and buy my movies because I'm a wee bit stupid like that. Really, I should go and see if I like it or not and then buy it. But, you know, it's more exciting doing this. But I watched it at the cinema with my friend, and we were both terrified when we watched this. And we love horror movies. Okay, they're like, we love them so much. We're never frightened by horror movies. This one scared us to death, okay? So, you should definitely watch this. Loads of people said that this movie was awful, okay? I want to say something, but I can't say it because it's supposed to be a relaxing video. But everybody I've asked, apart from my friend who I went to go and see it with, has gone, no, it's an awful movie. Why do you like it? Do you like it? And I'm like, I love it. It's great. I just love the whole concept of it, you know. It's about these two girls that were left abandoned in this cabin in the woods, which is also a movie, abandoned in this cabin for 5 years, and then their uncle finds them and takes them in, and they live with him now. But something follows them, and you can kind of guess it's Mama. And she, her mother's love is forever, it says so, which is true, I suppose. Actually, I wouldn't know. I'm not a mother, surprising. But I really like this because it's got like, it's another case, see? But this one's a 3D case, it's a wee bit different too. Submarine. This movie frightened me to death. Okay, I just want to get that out there because it did. It scared me to death. I think it was the noises that made me terrified the most, because the noises that Mama makes are awful. Okay, I hate them. Plus, I can't pronounce his name again. Guillermo del Toro. Okay, he is a great film director, producer. I think he produced this actually. But I love Pan's Labyrinth and Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, the remake of the original movie. I think it's great. So, you should definitely watch this movie if you haven't already. Okay. And now I've got just one more movie to show you, which is Trainspotting. I've talked about this, the book of this, in my previous video, and I said that I haven't finished it. Well, now I have. I finished reading the book, and I must say, it is one of my favourite books now. It's brilliant. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And as soon as I read it, I ordered this off Amazon for only £3, so it was good. And I must say, I was definitely impressed by this movie. This is my favourite movie of all time now. And Trainspotting, the book, is one of my favourite books now, but it can't replace Vernon God Little, because that is the best book ever written by anyone. This movie, though, I love it, honestly. Oh, I forgot it goes that way. It's a vile film, aye, but so is the book. And I thought that some of the parts in the film were actually a wee bit exaggerated compared to the book. But they were funny. It was quite a good movie. I loved it. It's my favourite. I thought the actors in it were great, especially Ewan McGregor. I love him. I love you so much. But who doesn't love Ewan McGregor, who plays a junkie? Drugged up on heroin? Oh dear. Not very nice. Not that I know. It doesn't really show the glamorous side to drugs. Not that there is one, I'm guessing. There might be. Everything I'm saying is coming out wrong today. I sound like a junkie mother. I'm none of those things. But, it's a brilliant movie. You should definitely watch. I think you should read the book first and then watch the movie, like I did, because it's just a great way to just understand the difficulty of getting off drugs. So, I think he plays the character brilliantly. So, okay, that's all I have today. I hope you liked this video, and I'm sorry I haven't been doing much for a while. So, as I said, I'm hopefully going to be doing this video again, but in Spanish. Depends on how it goes. If it's terrible, I won't upload it, but you know, let's just hope. So I'd like to thank you for watching my videos and all your comments on my videos. I read them all and I love them. They're so nice. You're so kind. So I love you all.